very rough.
Well, you know, he might have been giving me a bit of racing, so I won't mention anything. But no, as far as I'm concerned, right, political, I wasn't obstructing, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, so we can do it, you can't be expressed.
That's right, that's it. And even if you felt that you could express it, you wouldn't play it. You've got to do your job right. Got my name? Got my card out.
We certainly have, Ollie. We certainly have.
Alright, no worries. Thank you very much, Joe.
No, it's good.
Appreciate that. Oh, Tom, can I ask you?
We told them they can stand there with red shirts and take it on. That's not funny because we've gone around
That's right, he's got my letter. He's got my letter. He's got a suck eggs, mate. None of them have got permission, but they're very selective.
Because you're breaching the bylaw. Would you mind ceasing?
Is it possible to get a copy of this bylaw?
It certainly is. It's on our website.
It's on the website.
Yeah. Would you mind ceasing handing those out, please?
Where's your permission forms, Trevor?
Don't you know God loves you?
Do you want to get name and address, please?
No, very good.
Are you refusing? You're obliged.
I don't have to give it to you.
You're obliged.
Where's your permission form?
You're obliged under the Local Government Act.
Trevor?
Kevin Dunn,
You have
an
no
authorised officer. I
permission
know your
forms
name.
on your
And
website.
if you continue to interrupt, you'll be taken
That's
to court
my
for
money.
interfering.
You have no permission forms on your
Interfering with an
website.
authorised officer.
We sought permission at the council office
Thank you.
and
You're
there's
going to
no
cease?
permission forms.
Thank you.
And there's no permission forms. You know that's true, don't you?
The whole basis is going to be on the basis of obstruction. The High Court rule talks about you can only govern on the basis of obstruction. There's no you got to end up with you or you only have permission to give them out. Yeah, so he would give all. As soon as they go there, I'll see you on
Oh, they're pretty good. Yeah, we met him here a couple of weeks ago. Oh, they said, good luck with you boys.
Just keep going, guys.
Today's a good day. Day of rest
We want to apply for one. When can we apply?
Where are the permits on your website? Because we noticed that you're not providing permits for application.
So do you mind ceasing?
Why cease tonight?
Sorry? Because I'm tasking you.
Where's the...
The bylaw is enforced, you can't hand out literature.
Why haven't you given us permit? We've had an application in for about 3 years.
Sorry?
We've had an application in with the council for 3 years and haven't got a reply. You can ask Guy Howell over there.
We don't want to argue with you. The rules are that you need a permit.
Of course you don't want to argue. You're wrong.
Yeah, you got no permission.
You've got to actually
forms.
give permission forms to people.
Please don't interrupt them.
I'll interrupt.
Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. We're all on the same team. The letter came from all of us. Remember the letter?
Continue
that you
to
received?
send out literature, you're breaching the bylaw. If you don't cease now, you'll be issued with an expiation notice.
You got no permission forms to fill out. Well,
Are you going to cease, sir?
why
Are you
should we?
going to cease?
You know, you're actually required to make a decision by law.
You are required.
under the law of natural
required.
You have an obligation
And you
under the
actually
High Court
provide that
ruling
decision.
to provide permission forms, and you haven't done that.
So look out.
We just want to quietly. We've sent you a letter,
Trev.
Trev. People to
Appreciate
take
that, and you
these.
can do that when you've got a permit.
We've
which is
sent
available in
you a letter, Trev.
They haven't
please
got
cease.
permits, they can't get permits, can they?
Well,
Can I have
actually,
your name and address, please?
Mr. Howell's.
Can I have your name and address, please?
You don't have to give his name and address.
Yes, he does.
You don't
Under
have to give
legislation.
details, otherwise they'll book you.
No,
Only
tell him
police
you get the
officers
permission
can
form,
apply
mate, and we'll fill in your permission
So only
form.
police officers
You get
can
his name
apply
and address then.
your address and name as well.
What's that?
Only police officers can ask for that.
Are you an officer of the police, eh?
He hasn't refused yet. I'm interrupting, sorry, but you haven't refused yet.
No, I'm just inquiring.
Are you refusing to cease?
Mate, We want to you haven't understand. given
Are
him
you
a permission
refusing to
form.
cease?
We want to
Can I have
understand
your
what
name
the
and address,
rules.
please?
You have the
We want to understand what the rules are.
The rules
We've got a letter prepared.
So you don't
to go to
understand
the
the
council.
administrative law rules that govern what you're
I'll
doing.
explain to you. If you can't hear me, it's because of your interruption from other people. You must have a permit to hand out literature. You don't have a permit. There isn't one available at the moment.
Given a cover
So
letter.
until that's
the Brethren
available,
Churches of
you
Australia,
cannot
South
hand out
Australia.
literature. Your name,
You
please.
have a
You have a
cover.
unless the police ask.
You do. You're obliged under legislation.
This guy's from the council. He's saying we have to have a permit to hand out these tracts. Now you've got a letter there requesting that permit. And we've also had one in the
Has it been
council for
approved?
3 years.
You haven't even considered it yet.
Well,
Correct.
I
So you
presume
haven't got
that
You haven't even given an application form,
Please
sir.
don't touch me. Could I have your name
That's
and
socially
address, please?
acceptable touching, sir.
Where's
And
the
to end up
permission
starring in the Crown Casino
Could I have
is
your
allowed
name
to
and
do
address,
that.
please?
my name's Mr.
Don't give your address, sir.
And your
You're not
address?
obliged to.
And my colleague here is Mr. And you'll find in your files in the council that
And what's your address, Mr. Tonkin? And if you refuse, you are committing a further breach under the Local Government Act, not the
What section,
bylaws.
sir?
well, we're just
What
trying to
section, sir?
inquire as to
You're
what
trying to
the proper
intimidate with laws.
process is.
If you're a lawyer, I'd complain to the Law Society, sir.
Place.
If you were a lawyer, I would complain to the Law Society.
Your address.
Because you're trying to intimidate.
Where's the permission form?
Where's the section
You
of
are
the legislation
obliged
that
under the Local
the
Government
section,
Act
sir?
We've got a
What
bit of
section?
interruption here.
to give me your name and address.
What
You are
section,
obliged to
sir?
do that.
Where's the permission form?
If you
That's what
refuse,
we
it's a
want.
further offence under the bylaw
What
under the
section
Local Government Act.
of the Local
We don't
Government
break
Act?
the law. We
A
just want to do.
$5,000 penalty if it goes to
Sir, you're intimidating him
So
without
I
telling
need
what
your
section of the
address,
Act. You're obliged
Okay.
to tell him the section of the Act.
Well, Mr. Howell doesn't live with me. He's got a
Correct,
separate address.
yep.
Okay, but my address is.
Now, Mr. If you don't cease, you will be receiving an expiation notice from us. If you cease now, you won't. So you have a choice.
So you're very unprofessional. You didn't give a pinpoint.
Well,
Have you got any permission forms?
Even a judge would give a pinpoint.
you got interim permission.
Is that very clear? No.
You have an obligation to provide a
Is that
permission.
clear?
All these buskers got permission
Yes, that-
forms, and
Yeah.
how come did they?
But they didn't.
How can
They
they
didn't
get
take
it?
matters to court. And-
How can they
and
get it?
We
follow
haven't
the
taken
process.
anybody to court.
So,
We're not connected with a street church.
yeah, you can do it, Kevin. Yep. Kevin's allowed to because he's actually got permission from the courts to do so.
So in other words, if you sue these guys, you get permission.
It's not permission, it's an injunction that the council put on me, where the judge gave me permission when they were trying to ban me from the CBD.
They're not acting in good faith at all. So even a lawyer would have to give a pinpoint citation to a section, a subsection, a paragraph of a statute, sir. You are unprofessional and you should be sacked. You should be sacked, sir. You should be citing sections, paragraphs, and subsections.
Is that correct?
If you think you're going to use it,
Did you say you were learning law? You've got a long way to go.
it doesn't matter, sir. I've got a bit more of an expert than you.
I don't have
about 3 years ago, and the council didn't reply.